You're back. Good, so am I. Hey, we can hang out together. This could be like a regular thing, right? Okay, so I got the kids' lunch and I'm ready to talk to you about these agreements. I just wanted to share a little tidbit of information about myself because I feel like it'll help you understand a little bit more why these agreements are so important to me and why I value them so much. See, right after having my second child, I became chronically ill, really sick. My hair was falling out, which is why it's so thin now. I felt like I had the flu constantly. I bet some of you can relate to those symptoms, right? Well, for me, it was lupus. It's autoimmune disease where my immune system attacks myself. And so it just was hard sometimes to get out of bed. Some days were great days. The next day wasn't so great. And I didn't always know what was going to happen what day and how I was going to be feeling. And it was a real struggle and challenge for me to be a good mom, the mom that I wanted to be, and feel so crummy. So working on these agreements with my family really helped me be that mom that I want to be. And then now this last year, I went back to work. My children are older now, and I was able to go back to work, and I'm working with preschoolers, and I'm working with the parents, and I'm seeing that a lot of these agreements really work well in the classroom as well. And so it just has this universal appeal and application that is worth sharing with you. So I can't wait, and let's get started. I want to give you the mission statement, the core framework of what the agreements are, and then we'll break it apart. So it's a statement, and then we'll break the statement apart to kind of explain what I mean by agreements. But the best way to describe agreements is basically it's the tool belt. It's what's holding all of your parenting tricks together in a positive, healthy, proactive parenting way. Okay, so here's what the mission statement is. I'm going to read it. It's right in front of me. So excuse me looking down for a second, but here's what it is. The agreement is to honor a positive parenting or caregiving style where we focus on age-appropriate, simple stated expectations that we as a family or a school or a community all agree to work on collaboratively to achieve. That collaborative word gets me every time, but I'm not rewinding. We got to move forward, okay? So let's say it again. These agreements are to honor a positive parenting or caregiving style where we focus on age-appropriate, simply stated expectations that we as a family or a school or a community all agree to work collaboratively on to achieve. So basically, we're throwing out rules, we're throwing out regulations, and we're bringing in agreements. And agreements are talking about what it is that you can do versus what you can't do. Rules are don't throw the ball, stop yelling, don't hit your friends. These are all rules. And they come from a place of protection, but in a negative way. Or, a place of trying to create a calm environment, but you're doing it in a negative way. I don't know, sometimes it feels like parenting in the dark when I pull out rules and regulations versus agreements is like parenting with a light on or teaching with the light on because you're coming from a very positive place. And so that's what we want to start on. That's the first little segment right now is going to be about positive parenting style, because in that first mission statement, the first part said to have the agreements was to honor a positive parenting style. So what do I mean by positive? Well, I want to tell you about it. Positive versus praise. Because when you hear the word positive, you may think of like Ward Cleaver and June Cleaver and Little Beaver, like, hey, Bee, hey, Dad, great job at the game today. Thanks, Dad. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about telling your kid every time they do something, well, oh, that's great, you did a good job, yay, honey, woo! Being a cheerleader for your child either. No, it's different. Positive parenting is, well, it's the next segment because I'm not going over 5 minutes. I'm trying to stick right around there. So let's see if you can tune back in if you get a moment, and I'll tell you all about it more. Okay? Thanks. Bye.